When I talk about diversity in the outdoors, it's really about trying to create an outdoor industry and an outdoor community that is welcoming, safe and exciting and fun for everyone. When we look at who does go outdoors and who enjoys outdoor sport and outdoor adventure, the demographics, they skew male, skew white, and lots of people, for whatever reason, feel excluded from that. So this isn't really just a discussion about shifting more units and selling more stuff, although there is a really big discussion in the outdoor industry about sustainability and about degrowth. Diversity and access is fundamentally, it's about fairness, it's about equity, because everyone who's involved in the industry knows why we go outside. It's fun, it's good for our mental health, and it's good for our physical health. And I just think it's on all of us in that community to do everything we can to spread the love and to make sure that everyone feels welcome, whether it's because they're black or brown or gay or a non-traditional sporting body shape. The outdoors belongs to everyone, and we need to make sure that everybody's welcome.
The outdoors is an amazing space, isn't it? All of us who are watching this have got some kind of history and emotional investment in being outdoors. For a lot of people, that just doesn't exist. Some people who live in the city, some people actually live in rural spaces, don't feel as though the outdoors is a place that they can inhabit. Whether that's because they're lacking their skills, maybe they're lacking the knowledge, maybe they don't have the money, maybe it's never been sold to them in the right way. Diversity, for me, outdoor diversity, means we get to a place where regardless of where you're from, what your ability is, what you look like, you can go out and feel comfortable and feel as though you belong in occupying the space. Not necessarily as a high performance athlete, but someone who can just go to that space and feel it's yours too.
One of the most exciting things, I think, as a project, a non-profit that I've been involved in this year, called Opening Up the Outdoors, or ALTO for short. There are lots of people in the outdoors already doing great work with black and brown groups, and I'm talking specifically about the work of ALTO, getting more black and brown people involved in hiking, involved in surfing, involved in climbing. What ALTO has done is recognize that a lot of these groups, they are organizations that are running in people's own time, and we wanted to find a way to accelerate that work. So we found a way to put the organizers of some of these groups through a mini business skills course to give them really hard business skills that allow them to really quickly expand their work and get as many people as possible access to and enjoying and feeling welcomed in outdoor sport, whatever that outdoor activity might be. There are some amazing people doing the hard work in diversity in the outdoors already, and I'm not going to name them because I don't want to put anyone on the spot, but across the board, in climbing, in hiking, in surfing, in skiing, in camping. You know, the entry point for all outdoors is just going for a hike and camping, right? There are some amazing grassroots organizations already doing that hard work. So if you're watching this and you want to know how you can help, find your local grassroots outdoors organization, whether they're working in equity and access for LGBTQ plus people, or women, or disabled people, or black and brown people. Support them to do the hard work, and you've already started to win the battle.
I think for brands, if we want to make the outdoor more diverse, we have to actually think about what do we think of the outdoors ourselves, we talk about it in a very singular narrative. It's generally high performance. It's generally wearing the best equipment or the most high-tech equipment. Not everyone wants to do that. Some people just want to have a walk in the countryside. Some people might just want to have a swim in the beautiful lake out there. They might not want to be the very best or be warm in minus 20 degrees. I think we have to reevaluate what the outdoors means, not just for ourselves, but for everybody else. The person who lives next door to us may think about the outdoors in a totally different way. So we have to listen to all voices to understand what they mean and then address our own strategies based on that. There's some great work that's happening on the fringes of the outdoor industry. Opening Up the Outdoors, Ceotto, as we call it, is a group of a number of high-performing brands in the outdoor space that have come together to create a consortium that is actively trying to get community groups more able to sustain themselves in the outdoor, and by that, by giving them the skills to operate and grow their groups. Ceotto will teach them how to market themselves, how to work with young people, how to operate their social media outlet, how to work on legal levels. So I think one of the good things that's happening, and something that people can get involved in, is working with Ceotto, because they are actually trying to find community groups on the ground that are doing the work already. One of the problems we find with a lot of brands who are interested in working in diversity is that they're scared to get it wrong. Ceotto, as a group, takes that fear away from it because they've done all the hard work. They're already in contact with the community groups. So you can make an immediate impact and an immediate difference by getting involved in something like Ceotto. And you can find more information about Ceotto on openinguptheoutdoors.com. There's a lot of people out there across Europe who are doing the work. Who are those people? Well, that's where the hard work for brands can come in, because people can be lazy. If they're not there, they're like, oh well, there's no one. People of colour, people of different sizes, they don't like the outdoors. Why? Because you just don't see them. But they're there, but they're just not getting the coverage that maybe they deserve because they don't look like the normal people that we see in the outdoors. What brands and what organisations have to do is to make a concerted effort to find those people. If we want to find new athletes, we have teams of people who are out there looking for new athletes who can perform to elite levels. When it comes to people who look slightly different from that, no one's really interested. We have some of the best brands in the world working with the EOG. If they put just a tiny little bit of effort to find out who these people are, it could really change the dial for the better.